Final day of action in the 41st William Jones Cup. And this is coming to you from the Xinzhuang Gymnasium in New Taipei City. We are going up against Chinese Taipei Blue. It's the young guns of Chinese Taipei going up against Mighty Sports Go for Gold Team Philippines. Thank you for joining us. My name is James Velasquez with Coach AG Alan Gregorio, taking a look at the results of Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines.
Well, after 41 years and a lot of staging here in Taipei, Team Philippines will end up at number 1, but we'll have to wait until the end of this game if we are going to sweep this 41st tournament of the William Jones Cup.
And of course, they are looking to play the right way and end the right way, despite the possible absence of some key players, just like Ronaldo Bogman, who suffered a broken nose, some illness to some key players like Roosevelt Adams, like Jeremiah Gray, as tweeted by Coach Charles Chu. Zach Graham, I think, also feeling some illness, but hey, it's next man up mentality for Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines.
Well, a lot of them would want to really step up and win this ball game. You know that this is a very prestigious basketball tournament. Just like what I said, this is already the 41st year, and a lot of our Philippine teams have done their share in representing the nation in the William Jones Cup. So a sweep will really be a testament of what kind of basketball the Filipinos are worthy of playing in the world staging.
And of course, in every single time that the Philippines has joined the William Jones Cup, we're always filled with such good memories. LA Tenorio in 2012, of course, the 1985 team that was able to win in 2016. When we also wanted to take a look at the Supreme Court for this game, our game officials. And of course, like you said, Coach AG, it is going to be a strong finish, a sweep. That's the goal of Mighty Sports Go for Gold today.
Well, the Filipinos are going to focus on this game, not because of the results, but because of knowing that there is a chance for us to be able, just again, to sweep this one. As we start with Black, with Moore, with Adams, Williams, and Ndiaye.
And of course, it is going to be the young guns. We have to take a look at Huang and Tseng. If you see all the highlights of the Chinese Taipei Blue, number 22, number 21, they're almost always in it. And it's going to be a tough battle. You know that these guys are young. They may be inexperienced compared to their elder brothers in Chinese Taipei White, but hey, they're hungry to prove their worth, to prove their mettle up against a talented, a vastly experienced Mighty Sports Go for Gold squad.
Well, we know that the Taipei team is doing this to give more experience to a lot of their younger players. Sooner or later, they will be the ones representing Taipei. And we know that when the time comes, they're already of age. And then another Team B will surmise and will be part of their future plans.
Take a look at Aaron Black going with Mackenzie Moore starting the game, and Aaron Black getting the start right now. Like what we mentioned, some of the names that have carried the fight for Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines may or may not be seeing action in this game. So it's up to these guys. Mikey Williams, who's accorded himself well at that 2-guard spot, joining Aaron Black. Mackenzie Moore has to anchor that middle. And definitely, Coach AG, against a tall, athletic, talented Mighty Sports Go for Gold team, it's going to be a challenge for Chinese Taipei Blue to lock down defensively.
Well, one of the things that they really have to be able to stop the Filipinos is our outside shooting. And we have developed very good outside shooting, and of course, with the presence of our reinforcements, the Mighty Sports Go for Gold team is really the team to beat here in this 41st staging of the William Jones Cup.
Madi Ndiaye, Mackenzie Moore, Aaron Black, Mikey Williams, Roosevelt Adams. Here we go, the opening tip. First quarter is now underway. This quarter brought to you by Health Cube. It's Chinese Taipei Blue getting the opening possession.
And you can see that there is still a lot of support coming from the locals to be able to watch this ball game right here.
If anything, you know that these fans are passionate for their home squad, and of course the Filipinos watching Mighty Sports go for gold. Oh, lob underneath, though, miscommunication. They wanted to lob inside to Njai. Turnover committed.
Well, we have played really good basketball, meaning the Filipinos have played the kind of basketball that we are known for. And of course, only Korea was lost to us by single digits, and that was 89 to 82. And of course, all the other teams, like even Japan, lost to us by 25 points.
Moore kicks outside. Adams, extra pass to Mikey Williams. 11 left to shoot for Mighty Sports go for gold, Philippines. Mikey to Hamadi. Njai, baseline J, short. Rebound tracked down by Ndiaye. Williams for three. Gonna knock it down. Chen, his pass picked off. So both teams still scoreless after almost 2 minutes gone by here in the first.
Well, a lot of defense being shown early here by both teams.
They set up from top of the key. Chinese Taipei Blue still looking for their first bucket. Here's a drive and a kick out. Three on the way, that's good. Chen Yujui knocks it down.
Part of the scouting report, every time you play Chinese Taipei, they're like Japan, they're like Korea, they're the catch and shoot kind of a team. That's why you really have to close out very well against this young Chinese Taipei team.
Williams getting it inside Moore. Moore, oh, ball tipped away. Chen leading the break. Back outside. Another three on the way, up and in. This time it's Woo Yung Chang knocking it down.
On cue on the scouting report, they will be taking this three-point shots to counter our strength inside the paint.
They blitz the pick and roll attempt by Black. Williams getting into his bag, pull-up jumper. That's good. Mikey Williams, first bucket for the Mighty Sports go for gold.
Well, he has always been known for those jumpers. Mikey Williams scoring the first 2 points.
Another three, too strong that time, and boarded by Adams. 6-2 lead. Chinese Taipei Blue versus Mighty Sports go for gold. Williams lobbing it up for Njai.
Good execution that time. And you know that that happened because of the first shot that was made by Williams just a while ago.
Fade away, Moore. Battle for the board, won by Wu. Chinese Taipei Blue trying to beat Mighty Sports go for gold in transition, but great transition defense by the boys in blue. Lin uses the pick. Lin wanting to drive, blocked by Black.
Not really known for his blocking prowess, Aaron Black. Leaping high, but first, this execution on this alley-oop for Njai.
The dish and the finish, two hands for safety. 2-point lead by Chinese Taipei Blue, 64.
Well, Mighty Sports will really have to watch for those outside shots being shown by Chinese Taipei B. They have won 2 games. They're 2-6. They will end up at number 6 at the end of this tournament. And of course, there's more to gain for this very young squad. And knowing that a lot of these guys are really tall and lanky and are really good shooters, we know that time will come. A lot of these guys will be playing for Team B, for Team A, I should say.
Lin Quan Chun now at the line, testing the defense of Aaron Black. Got blocked earlier, but hey, courageous enough to try again.
Lin Kan-chun, only 23 years old. Well built. Stands about 6'6". Scoring the 7th point for Chinese Taipei B.
Looks like Aaron is playing pickup with his dad, who stands about the same height. Coach Norman. 8-4 lead for Chinese Taipei Blue. Williams looking to steady the troops. Black coming off the screen. Guarded by Lin. At active hands on defense, forcing a turnover. Teardrop all the way. And more free throws for Chinese Taipei Blue.
Well, good for us. NJ was there to challenge that shot. Otherwise, could have been an N1 opportunity. As Aaron Black misses on that one. Look at them looking for every running opportunity.
Huang and Tseng, the bigs actually, Coach AG, running that break. So fundamentally sound, these young Chinese Taipei players.
20 years old. 20 years old.
It's 2 for 2. And hey, Chinese Taipei Blue in control early. 6-point lead at the 6-minute mark here in the first. Williams trying to get fancy with the rock. Kicks outside. Adams. 5 left to shoot. Or Black rather, gets it to Njai, who knocks it down from the baseline.
Well, he has developed the jumper. Njai, that's a good pass. Aaron Black with that nice assist.
Oh, off the hezzy. Lai still probing. Oh, finding his big man. But Huang couldn't finish.
But you see the discipline of penetrating the gaps against the defense of Mighty Sports.
4 more left. He spots Njai. Straight but untrue. And Cheng the rebound. Oh, look at Lai splitting too. Blocked by Njai. Shutting the door. Almost a steal. Scrappy defense by Chinese Taipei. Black to pull up. No.
Well, there was no rebounder that time on that Aaron Black shot. Could have waited for his teammates a bit more, but maybe part of the early offense that's taught by Coach Charles Chu. 4-30, 4-point lead for Team Blue, Chinese Taipei B.
Lai dancing with Adams. 3 on the way for Cheng. No. Well, the Philippines has another lob thrown down by Njai.
Something that the youngsters really have to watch for is being able to stop the fast break. And of course, this slams coming from Team Mighty Sports.
With the half court, Mighty Sports go for gold. Hasn't had a lot of luck, Coach Allen. It's in transition. Black looking for an opening. Ooh, couldn't cross up the big man. Oh, look, pass inside. Oh, bobbled it. Retreats back to the 3-point line. Njai outside. Let's see if someone flashes inside. No, they want to set up for Lai. It's Black to beat. Lai, Ting, in. Too strong on the jumper. Williams looking to run. Williams, 3 to beat. Williams, almost, but not quite. Ooh, dangerous play there, almost a travel. And Huang wants to post up Black. They say there's a foul on Aaron.
Well, he's feeling some mismatch against Aaron Black, and they've been actually going to those plays early on.
And there's a timeout. Chinese Taipei Blue looking good and in control. This timeout brought to you by Go for Gold. Youth isn't an issue for Chinese Taipei Blue as they have the lead against Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines here in the first quarter.
Well, we can see that this is really a very young team fielded in. Yes, they're the Team B. They're not the men's team, but a lot of them being 20, 23, maybe the oldest here in this team. And that is really a good part of the Chinese Taipei program.
Phelps immediately getting to work after being substituted in.
Trying to block the lane of Phelps. It's even hard for him to be stopped in the pros. But you know, an experience of having this kind of competition against Mighty Sports will really help the cause of this young man playing for Chinese Taipei.
Cheng got the rebound. Then retreats back. Now looking to attack. Vicious outside. 3 on the way. This is stat time by Cho. Oh, look at the handles being displayed by Ling Ting Chen. Kicks to the corner. Look at the ball movement of Chinese Taipei Blue.
I like the way they're penetrating. We now have to close out. They've given us about 2 3-point shots. That is why part of the instructions is for us to be able to stop their 3-point shooting. And now they're penetrating our defense. The defense of Mighty Sports, I should say.
Take a look at this play. So nice. You got to see it twice. What a dish and what a finish. Making heads turn. And then going to the left was Cho Kuei Yu. And there's another timeout brought to you by Go for Gold. We'll be back in a moment.
The timeout for Mikey. Let's run the fucking play. Mac, you need a sub or are you still good? You need a.
我听见他们后拉的时候，快速上来帮他掩护，哈，来加油加油！
Well, Ronaldo Bogman, after that broken nose in the last game, reduced to a spectator's role, and he can't do anything but try and motivate his squad as they're trailing 12-8 against Chinese Taipei Blue.
And you know, James, I've seen a lot of videos pointing out to Ronaldo Bogman being like an assistant coach to the team. He's been sharing, he's been talking, and he's been really so ecstatic in proving something to his very young team.
Lin, off the step back, looking to cut to the basket, no. Here's another drive and the reverse by Wu.
And this will not make Coach Charles Chu happy at all here in the first quarter.
Brickman picks up his dribble. Side pick and roll with Phelps. Phelps already had the dunk earlier. Blocked from behind. This hard-fighting young Chinese Taipei Blue team.
And they're being supported, actually. As we see this is a very nice play, good penetration, and a finish on the part of the youngsters.
Great team defense as well. Phelps asking for it. Look at the power his way inside for 2.
Well, that's a no-brainer. Eugene Phelps will really use his muscles to score inside. But what we are looking for from Team Philippines is actually the outside shooting that will help the cause of the Philippine team.
Yo, back outside of Phelps. Phelps, no nonsense drive to the basket. Will shoot free throws. And just bullying his way way underneath. El Destructor with that freight train strength. Go ahead and flex, young man.
Eugene Phelps, of course, the Filipino crowd knows what he's capable of doing. Even in the pros, you know that he does his share in helping his team. Very hard-working, but he misses on the free throw. That is one of the maybe low points of the game of Eugene.
Oh, misses too. Almost got his own miss. But here comes Chinese Taipei Blue. They have a 2-point lead, 14-12. Make that a 4-point lead.
Transition defense will really have to be worked on by Team Mighty Sports. So far, they have not been the usual team that we've seen here in the Jones Cup.
Three finally connecting from outside. Roosevelt Adams, much needed outside bucket, making it a 1-point game. Outside jumper doesn't go. And Chinese Taipei Blue will take the lead heading into the second quarter. They are by 1, 16-15. We'll be back in a moment for more.
If not, Jason get it. Then we go to the post. First one, back on the post. More down. Hey, come on. Intensity. Hey, let's get a lead now. We're down the whole game.
台湾打球那个多一点发动机上当篮下跟他这边进攻的时候。
A hard-fighting Chinese Taipei Blue squad holding a 1-point lead against Mighty Sports Go for Gold Team Philippines, and the second quarter is brought to you by HealthCube. We thank you for joining us for our coverage. My name is James Velasquez with the incomparable Coach Alan Gregorio. It was a big lead heading towards the latter part of the first quarter until Eugene Phelps entered the game, changed the complexion, and Roosevelt Adams finally hit a three-pointer.
Of course, the adjustment of course, Coach Charles Chu in bringing in Eugene Phelps and making sure that the Chinese Taipei team will feel their presence inside the paint. Because when we started the game, NJ was taking it from the outside, James, and that was taking the outside shots away from Aaron Black. It was taking the shots away from Williams. But with the presence of Eugene inside, now they have already balanced the so-called offense of Team Mighty Sports. That's why we were able to take a three-point shot and some points inside, and of course from the free throw line.
Well, the Filipino fans finally have something to cheer about, while the Taiwanese fans have been cheering all game long. Again, it's just a 1-point ball game. Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines, the undefeated team in the 2019 William Jones Cup. Jason Brickman starting the second quarter with Yo, Adams, Phelps, and Moore. Let's see if the true point guard, Jason Brickman, can steady the troops. Another three on the way, short that time.
Whether that was a miscommunication, was that a legit shot on the part of Team Mighty Sports, or was it a pass to Eugene Phelps underneath?
Handoff. They go to Cho. Pull-up jumper is good. Cho Kuei-yu.
That was over the outstretched arms of Moore that time. There was no respect from the youngster making that nice shot, that nice jumper.
Phelps, step back J. That's good.
9-minute mark, and Eugene Phelps has really been doing his thing for Team Mighty Sports since being fielded into this ball game. Of course, a special mention is Coach Raiko Toroman being part of the coaching staff. He is the consultant of this team. He was the original coach of Gilas 1.0. And you know, James, Gilas 1.0 is celebrating its 10th year after being formed in 2009.
Wow. Of course, we are all happy for the positive steps taken forward by our Philippine national team of Gilas. Oh, but look at this! All the way to the rack, Woo Chin Chun! Get up or get out my way!
I remember a very young J.V. Casio and Mark Barroca doing this thing 10 years ago in the William Jones Cup.
Look at that, Phelps continues to cook.
No need from the free throw line. Those 15-footers from Eugene Phelps, and he's got 8 points, 4 out of 6 from the field today.
Jeremiah Gray, despite the illness, seeing action now. Offensive rebound, no. 20-19. Phelps. Another pull-up. Got the mid-range game on automatic.
And you know, 10 out of the 21 points coming from Eugene Phelps. That's 48%. And we got the lead, Mighty Sports, here for the first time.
Oh, another offensive rebound. Nobody boxing him out.
Well, miscommunication on the rebounding end for Team Philippines. Actually, Eugene Phelps was looking at his teammate more to get the rebound because he was the one boxing out.
Brickman on the drive.
I like the skills level of this guy. You seldom see him look for his offense. He's the kind of point guard who's passing first. But every time given the opportunity for an open shot and those open lanes to the basket, Brickman will take advantage of it.
Sun missing that lefty hook. Here comes Phelps again. 1-point lead for Mighty Sports. Go for gold, Philippines. Phelps thinking, hooking and scoring. It's a one-man wrecking crew.
He's got 12 points. Eugene Phelps proving a thing here in the William Jones Cup.
3-point lead. Lin. Great challenging. Oh, it doesn't matter.
So talented. They're so focused. They're not even looking at if this team, Mighty Sports, is already going to win the championship. They would want to win this game, and even if the gold will eventually go to Team Philippines, they would want to have the final say, the final laugh here in this game.
Almost a good block, but not quite for Sun Tzu Yao. That's the ninja. Joseph Yo is at the free throw line.
Well, Joseph Yo's game against Indonesia, reminiscent of how he was during the early years of the PBA, and of course when he was playing for De La Salle University during the early 2000s. He's now 35 years old. Joseph is still very active and representing Team Philippines Mighty Sports in the William Jones Cup.
And a better quarter for Mighty Sports Go for Gold, 27-24. This time out, brought to you by Go for Gold. We'll be back in a moment. Well, every time a certain nation takes the lead, the Coliseum brings in unique music, unique to that nation, and now you can hear a little Totoy Bibo before you heard some bamboo as well because Mighty Sports Go for Gold has the lead.
That is a very good observation, James. You know, during the time of Chris and of course of JV and Japet in the early years, we had the songs of a lot of other Filipinos being played inside the venue to the real delight of the Filipinos watching the William Jones Cup.
It's like bringing them back home while they're in a different country. Hey, Mighty Sports Go for Gold looking very much at home after taking the lead, Coach AJ. Beckman getting it to Gray. 14 left to shoot. Off the screen is Joseph Yo. Phelps asking for in the post, but he's being fronted. Gray has to move. Getting into his bag of tricks. Picked up his dribble on the cup. Yo! Kick outside. Adams just ran out of time.
Well, while I thought it was good ball movement on the part of Mighty Sports, it was better defense for Chinese Taipei B, knowing that there was no more shot clock. Up to the last minute, up to the last second, there was last line of defense for the blue team of Chinese Taipei.
Kenzie Moore will check in. Mighty Sports Go for Gold replaces Roosevelt Adams. 27-24. Lead still with Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines. Knight on the way to the basket, disrespecting the defense.
A very tough layup and dot for this very young team, for this very young man. Just making sure that Mighty Sports will not get away easily here in the second quarter.
Corner three, Yo, bang!
Talked about Joseph Yo's game. He has sustained this kind of a ball game. Of course, he's one of the leaders of this team here in Taipei right now.
Wang, guarded by Phelps. Making a miss. Moore looking to push. They set up shop in the half court. Moore inside of Phelps. Well, they call him for steps.
Well, they called it the traveling, but I felt he was there for such a long time. More than the traveling, it's the 3-second violation that should have been called on Eugene Phelps.
His teammates couldn't get him the ball in time. Ting Chen missing that time. Almost secured offensive rebound for Tseng.
And you know, part of the defensive adjustment that's being done by Coach Charles Chu here is they're switching on the defense, meaning even our big guys are taking on the guards. So this will take away the outside shooting of Team Taipei. See Eugene Phelps now closing out and just making sure that there are no open shots on the part of this very young Chinese Taipei team.
Now with Phelps manning the center spot, they do have that option now because he can stay laterally with the guards of Chinese Taipei Blue.
No, on the pop. They switch attack. Horns. You smack.
30-26. Moore. Williams extra pass. Yo, another one. Yes!
It's just red hot, taking it from the corners. Joseph Yo of old has scored 8 points for Team Philippines.
Keep giving him the ball. And Mighty Sports Go for Gold with a lead, 33-26. Timeout brought to you by Go for Gold.
个切入以后，你的队友来守，帮你守以后，你要反向去追弱边的人啊，就像 S 交换一样，你被过了，你的这个人来了，蹦，你是 S1，你要反方向跑啊，因为他去守你的人，你要去守他的人啊，你们不能一直跟着球走，最后2个人停在那边看一个人，弱边就被投掉了吼。 把这话讲清楚就好，吼！加油，加油！哎
Chinese Taipei Blue has a big problem. And his name is Joseph Yo.
Well, you know, it all started because they're trying to solve a problem named Eugene Phelps. Now that they're making their adjustment, the good thing about Team Philippines is they found another hero, and you were just talking about his name. And for those watching this ball game, yes, you are not dreaming. That is the Joseph Yo of old. He's already 35 points, 35 years old, as we pointed out, but he's playing like he's just 20 years old.
Mikey Williams pressuring up on defense versus Lai. Lin Kuan Yew kick out. Wu couldn't control him. Wu versus Gray. Wu splitting two and gets it all the way.
We're not allowing, Team Philippines is not allowing any three-point shots. So we're seeing a lot of penetrations as their own version of an adjustment coming from Chinese Taipei.
Shut the door on Mackenzie Moore. Moore kicks out of Yo. Same spot. Same
And
result.
he is red hot. He's got 3 made three-point shots, and he has scored 11 points.
Again, another drive. Drups fighting hard for the rebound. There was a reach and foul on Lai.
One thing that Team Philippines is not allowing any second chance points. Eugene Phelps. But first, this very nice looking three-point shot. Those catch and shoots from Joseph Yo.
But look at that drive by Woo Shung Yun. 36-28. With 3 minutes remaining here in the first half.
And a lot of Savior boys are very happy at this point. Celebrating not just the win of Manny Pacquiao, but of course this game of Joseph Yo.
6 left to shoot. Williams, pull up. Gonna knock it down. Oh, Moore almost had a steal. Wang looking to push. Pass inside. Intended for Tseng, but broke away.
It's good that there's last line of the defense. Wong Kyuk King, I should say, also playing here for Mighty Sports. 2 and 23 remaining to end the first half. Are we going for a sweep, meaning Mighty Sports go for gold? Or is Chinese Taipei not going to allow it in their home turf?
Open three, miss. Williams board. Moore looking to take his defender off the dribble. Williams to reset. Back to Mackenzie Moore. Three-pointer on the way. Short that time. Rebounded by Lin Kuan Yew. Pass too hot to handle for Huang.
I'm a little too excited to run the break. Some miscommunication. But that's okay. They would want to run. They would want to make sure that they stay here in this ball game. But our transition defense, the mighty sports transition defense, is just there in making sure that there are no easy points on the fast break.
Pass bothered. Anticipating. And a fast break finish for Lin Kuan Yew.
Coming from defense, that's going to be a points of turnovers. Just a 6-point lead. By no means is this a safe lead.
Laser in the pass. Wong Chuk King. Williams now to create off the bounce. Mikey, foul.
That would mean 2 free throws for Mikey Williams. Good penetration. This was a turnover and the fast break opportunity for Team Taipei to make it just a 6-point lead.
That was Lin Kuan Yew on the break as Woo Young Chun checks back in. He's had a couple of daredevil drives already. You can see while Mighty Sports Go for Gold has the lead, they look like a different team compared to when Ronaldo Bachman is available, when Jeremiah Gray is 100%.
Well, a lot of these guys are being given opportunity to play and prove himself here in the final game. Only 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining.
Post up by Lin. Overcooks it. Moore looking to run. Dishes to Mikey Williams. 3 on the way, too strong. There are a minute remaining here in the second quarter. Kwan Yoon using the pick. Finds an open shooter in Su.
But you can see the follow through. You can see the form. He's all squared up, just a little long, but he's really going to take those kinds of shots.
Moore spins, shoots, and scores. Smooth looking move.
Part of the experience. Mighty Sports is making mincemeat out of the individual defense of the young Chinese Taipei team.
1 second difference between game and shot clock. Ball in the hands of Lai. As Angelo Wong King to beat. 3 on the way. No goal. Look at the effort of Chinese Taipei Blue. And the tip in at the buzzer.
To the delight of the crowd. Is that gonna count? That's the first question.
So there was a challenge by Josephio on Su. And yeah, it does look like it's all good. And Chinese Taipei Blue just using good old-fashioned hard work, Coach Allen. And yes, there was time on the clock on that tip-in by Lin Kwan Yoon. And it's going to be a close ball game at the half, 40-32. Mighty Sports go for gold. We'll have stuff to break down when we come back in a moment. At the very last game day of the 2019 William Jones Cup, Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines receiving its toughest challenge against Chinese Taipei Blue.
Well, we struggled early part of this ball game, but the second quarter really belongs to Team Philippines as we see the 40 points is against 32, meaning Team Philippines really played very good defense in the second quarter. Look at the field goals, 50%, that's only 33 done by Team Taipei. Even if they were able to penetrate and hit the early three-point shots, the Team Philippines adjusted very well. And of course, it was spearheaded, meaning the offense by Eugene Phelps and none other than Joseph Yo.
Joseph Yo playing one of those hero roles with Eugene Phelps, really owning the second quarter for Mighty Sports Go for Gold. But then again, don't discount the effort, the grit, the toughness of Chinese Taipei Blue, able to score on some effort plays, getting a stop and then getting a finish. Roosevelt Adams, or Mackenzie Moore rather, with that beautiful spin jumper. But hey, at the buzzer, at the end of the half, it was that tip in by Lin.
Well, that was in the last 0.8 of a second, so I thought that that ball was not going to count, or that shot was not going to count. But after double checking, yes, it was really counted. It was a great effort. The last 4 points of Chinese Taipei coming from a steal, and that's a lot of hard work. Missed opportunity on some open shots, but you know, this is part of the process. This is part of the plan of Chinese Taipei to give this younger players the much needed experience in playing in a team, a very tough team like Mighty Sports Go for Gold team.
As we are getting ready for the third quarter, the challenge really is for this undefeated Mighty Sports Go for Gold Team Philippines squad to remain exactly that, undefeated, despite being challenged by this young upstarts of Chinese Taipei Blue. And it started in that second quarter where we did a little better defensively, Coach Allen, and then you saw the offense start to click for Mighty Sports Go for Gold.
Well, they felt the power of Eugene Phelps. Then after that, everything followed for Mighty Sports. But of course, the kicker of the offense and the catalyst on why we have an 8-point lead is again Joseph Yo, who scored 3 big 3-point shots, 2 free throws, and he has scored 11 points.
And third quarter now being brought to you by HealthQ. Light quarterbacking, Chinese Taipei Blue. Drive by Chen, kick out. Teardrop on the way, a little too strong and rebounded. Roosevelt Adams, Brinkman now, getting it to Moore. Big Mac, kicking to the right, Mikey Williams, and Brinkman to settle down the troops. Ooh, someone was down. There was a push underneath.
It's a good scouting report on the part of the youngsters. They know when to switch. And look at this, it's going to be a push because the offense is being denied. That's why he had to use his hands, talking about Williams, to push off the defender and then try to get the ball.
Pressure defense being applied by Mikey Williams. So, Wu almost traveled there, ends up with Lai. Toss Mackenzie Moore outside the paint. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Lai wants some space. Trying to give it to Wang, no. Wang finally gets it underneath, oh, misses.
Such an execution on that high-low play. Wang just missing on that great opportunity for them to have scored. Got a little too excited. He knew that he was going to get open.
Still 40-32. Guy setting a pick for Moore. Off the screen, Adams. No go. Wang kicks to the corner. Lai driving left. Getting all the way, but misses. Strong rebound over Wang. Enjai shuts the door. Another chance for the Blue Boys.
You know they're not going to give up. They're going to follow that ball. They're going to get that ball. They don't care if they get blocked. But a lot of energy being shown by this very young Chinese Taipei team.
6-point ball game, 40-34. Williams to the other corner. Adams, extra pass, Moore. 5 left to shoot. Moore has to move. Pull up Jay. Light patiently. Setting up shop into half court. Cross Njai. Njai again, another block. Patrolling the paint. He has to run back though. Williams gets fouled.
Well, that's a lot of advantage. Njai being the last line of defense. Njai just trying to challenge each and every shot. But you know that after the shot, after the block, it's got to be a Team Philippines wanting to get that leather. But most of the time, even after the block, that ball goes to the blue team.
Got to play with more urgency defensively. Brickman lobs it up. Njai misses the slam. Take away by Adams. Brickman. That's a foul.
You know, these are, if I may call it, rookie mistakes being done by this blue team. We know that they're a bunch of very young basketball players. That was a 4-on-2 break, and that ball fake was not at all needed for that fast break opportunity.
Williams for 3. 43-34 lead for Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines. Mighty Sports Go for Gold, matching up defensively, man to man. Nye will use the Huang screen, gonna get a mismatch. Catch and shoot. Williams tips it to himself. Mikey, oh, almost stolen by Chin.
9-point lead, Philippines. But it's not a gauge of how big this lead is because of how the Chinese are playing this ball game. They don't have an import. They're playing with a very young team, and they're just executing the way the coach wants them to execute. They have missed some very easy shots, maybe some layups, but of course, being the part of the team B will gain more for this very young squad.
Looks like that's intimidated by the presence of Njai. And Moore fouled. Now this has to be a bullseye or a green light for Mighty Sports Go for Gold in transition, because individually, like you mentioned, Coach Alan, individually, Mighty Sports Go for Gold is just that much better than Chinese Taipei Blue.
And you know that they are young. You know why? Because they apologize. They make sure there's no open layup, and then after that, they apologize to the opponent.
So polite. You gotta love it. Look at the toughness there. They get the stop versus Phelps. Open shot from the corner. That's good.
When the moment he got the ball, everybody stood up and knew that he was going to sink that open three-point shot.
It's Chen knocking it down. 2 3-pointers in this game so far. 43-37. Brickman getting it to Phelps. Phelps, oh, take it away. Cho on the break. Cho all the way.
Defense, offense, 5-0 run. Don't look now, just a 4-point lead for Team Philippines.
Good studying the troops, calls out Morgs. Moore. Oh, so an open lane, wanted a poster, and we'll shoot free throws.
No easy shots. You'd rather go to the free throw line. Look at this steal right here.
The swipe by Cho. Take it away and goes all the way. Mackenzie Moore immediately attacking the transition. The free throw misses, not helping the cause Mighty Sports go for goal.
Well, he has only scored 2 points, although he's got 3 rebounds. This is not the usual scoring from Mackenzie. As a home crowd making sure that he's distracted with his free throws.
44-39, almost at the halfway mark here in the third. Chang, the lob. Get it at Seng. Quick on the steal. Here comes Mighty Sports go for goal. More. All the way. And we'll shoot more free throws.
Well, he feels that there's really an advantage in strength. That's why every opportunity like this, they really take it strong. They're being fouled because it's like a playoff, you know. They don't want Mighty Sports to feel that they're going to give it in a silver platter.
Timeout brought to you by Go for Goal. Back in a bit. And the beauty of this game is that Mighty Sports Go for Goal Team Philippines is still hanging on to their lead despite the grit, the toughness, the teamwork that Chinese Taipei Blue is displaying here in the 2019 Jones Cup.
And you know, a basketball fanatic who's been watching the William Jones Cup since the 1985 sees that there is more, so he's looking for England. He's looking for England and Dennis Steele.
Some legendary names, especially for the Fanatics. Moore, again, another split from the stripe.
But of course, that 1985 Moore is Jeff Moore, if you remember him. We're talking about Chip Engeland, the team that had those big names before. That was just the 9th year of the William Jones Cup, and the likes of Alan Kaitig and of course the Hector Calmas were all there to win that very big opportunity for us to prove something about the Philippine basketball.
And the effort of Chinese Taipei Blue. Someone forgot about Lin Kuan Yun. And that's another tip in for Lin.
Of course, a special mention is Samboy Lim. How I wish he's watching and listening to and reminiscing this how they won the 1985 William Jones Cup. So this is going to be the 4th time, just like how you mentioned it at the start of this coverage, James, that Team Philippines is looking for a gold here in this yearly tournament.
Pressure defense applied by Mighty Sports Go for Goal.
That's a good change up in defense. All of a sudden, it's a full court defense being shown by the white team of Mighty Sports. But this is just a 6-point lead. But we're in the 3rd quarter.
Charles Chu playing chess while everyone is playing checkers. Moore crosses to the left, lobs it up for Enjai, misses the slam, and there's a whistle. So there's Enjai, who got clipped.
There was fall underneath.
Seng. Ooh, Astros not kind to Mighty Sports. Go for gold, Team Philippines.
You know, out of the 6 points of Njai, 4 were coming from jumpers and just 1 from a slam. So he has had 7 points. And not a safe lead at all, James.
Lin versus Phelps. Oh, Lin is going to beat Moore off the dribble. Wu driving. Gets it back from the three-point line. Regathers himself in. Njai, that's what he needs to do. Fire it up to Mac. Finding Phelps for 2.
That's textbook fast break. Some will call it early offense. Those extra passes makes it a 9-point lead.
Lin using the pick. That's Njai to beat. Oh, the reverse, no. But look at the effort of Lin Kuan Yew. He's been the hero for Chinese Taipei Blue. 3 all the way, no. Another board, this time by Wu.
It's the light of the crowd, huh? Very hard-working young team. Playing a team that has not lost. Team Philippines Mighty Sports. This time they're not closing out. Look at that face. That's a face of somebody who's just enjoying the game. And we will see more of these guys in the future playing the Gilas team, I suppose, and more of our Philippine teams.
Well, Tseng, look at this play. Hand down, man down. You know the rule.
Mac, here's a 4, Mac.
And call him the Taiwanese Lance Stevenson with that air guitar after a 3.
Get up, Maya. Get up, Maya. Get up, Maya. You can't take his pressure.
52-44, under 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Lin pull up. Gets a friendly bounce.
Correct me with this. Is Jeremy Lin from Taiwan? Yes, right?
Hey, it's the return of the Mac, Mackenzie Moore.
Nice one. Get back.
I like that song.
Pressure. Pressure.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. They like to throw it back in the
Mac,
sky.
Mac, 21.
Gray on Lin. Jeremiah Gray has been used sparingly in this game because of an illness. Wu gets it to Lai. Or to Wu, rather. The 2 Wus connecting. A stop there. A dish and an Aaron Black finish.
And every time they want to play defense and make those stops, opportunities for Team Philippines for easy points like this. 10-point lead, timeout, Taipei.
And this timeout is brought to you by Go for Gold. medyo humble siya eh. Medyo humble.
全部拉到上面来，站这4个位置。如果这个人切走，你就要去补位。他切底线的时候，我才会往下走。当这边没有人的时候，1号要过来补这个位置，否则我们的球都很不好传啊。哦，把这4个角占掉，像我们在练球的味道一
Welcome
样。
back to the 2019 William Jones Cup, and you can see both teams, Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines hitting just one more three-pointer than Chinese Taipei Blue, but they do have a 10-point lead here in the third quarter.
We have not seen the return of Joseph Yo here in the second half. He had his show in the first half, meaning in the second quarter, where he scored 11 big points, 3 coming from beyond the arc.
Take a look at some of the hustle plays of Chinese Taipei Blue. And then Tseng with a mini air guitar celebration. Lin again with that fadeaway jumper. And Lin has scored in a couple of putbacks as well. Mighty Sports Go for Gold again, pressing up full court. But easily broken up by Chinese Taipei Blue. Wu all the way for 2.
Wow. I like how they're executing and just attacking the defense of Mighty Sports. Philippines on top, but a lot of good energy being shown by these youngsters.
Oh, Gray makes it happen. Wu again, back-to-back hits. Daredevil drive for Wu Chin-jun.
Of course, this kind of defense will not make Coach Charles Chu and Coach Raiko Toroman happy.
Turnover and more. It's an 8-point ball game.
Mikey, horse next time. Horse you. Horse.
The third, both teams with 4 turnovers each.
So for those who are looking for Ronaldo Bachmann, he's not playing here in this final game of Team Philippines Mighty Sports Go for Gold because of a broken nose.
They have missed Phelps' rebound. Destructor, is there continuation? No. Just the physical strength of Phelps. He got away with that offensive foul for hooking. They called the pump before. They're trying to make Phelps earn his points from the free throw line.
We talked about his free throws. You know, he was making those 18-footers a while ago, but he's been really struggling from the 4.5-meter line, missing 2 free throws. Finally making one is Eugene Phelps.
Full pressure defense. Ray chasing down Lin. Uh-oh, open shot. Good!
He was just too wide open. And that's because we did not communicate well on the pressure defense that the team employed.
Nice, Taipei Blue looking to rally back. Zone defense versus Phelps, misses. Wu Yung-chun. Across the prey. Back outside to Tseng, hit a 3 earlier. Hand up for Wu. The drive, easy 2.
And you know that Chinese Taipei is winning here in the third canto by 4 points. It was 50-42, an 8-point lead at the end of the second quarter.
Ward gets to the Phelps. Outside, Gray for 3. No, at the end of the third. Chinese Taipei Blue with a mad run, fourth quarter when we come back. A mad finish towards the end of the third quarter, making this a closer ball game as the fourth quarter is being brought to you by Health Cube. We welcome you back to the 2019 William Jones Cup. My name is James Velasquez with Coach Alan Gregorio. And I hate to sound like a broken record for Chinese Taipei Blue. It's grit, it's toughness, it's teamwork, looking to overwhelm the talent, the size, the strength, the athleticism of Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines.
Well, Mighty Sports was able to beat the older team of Chinese Taipei by 97-74. That's a big 23-point win. But you know that this team, Team B, the younger team, is really playing like they want to prove more against the eventual champions of the 41st staging of the William Jones Cup.
The goal for Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines, of course, to finish undefeated. bring home the gold. For Chinese Taipei Blue, they have a 2-5 record. Of course, they want to finish this tournament with a bang. So far, the hustle stats, Coach Allen, have been going the way of Chinese Taipei Blue, despite them being at the disadvantage. And you mentioned this, they won the third.
Well, that was 23-19, just like what you said. And Philippines might be on top here in this situation, and they actually have more experience. But with what this blue team is showing, this hometown crowd is really celebrating and enjoying this kind of a ball game.
Good challenge by Chinese Taipei Blue. Wu Chun back outside. 3 on the way, misses. And then Ding Chen. 59-55. Back to Brickman, lobs it up. Oh!
The same kind of a play that they did a while ago. Expecting this. Oh. You know, it wasn't the fault of the cutter. It was the fault of Brickman for not throwing it near the ring.
12 turnovers for Mighty Sports go for goal. Another pull-up for Lin, couldn't bank it in. Wu Ching the rebound. They've had a dozen of those plays already. Oh, what a lefty layup, Wu Yung-chun.
Hesitation move, thinking that he was going to pass, and then continuing with his dribble using his left hand. Don't look now. 59-57, just a 2-point lead for Mighty Sports.
And he heard you. Roosevelt Adams to the rescue. 62-57. Lin. Oh, stepping outside.
Could have been traveling before that infraction, actually.
Taylor had his foot on the line. Phelps coming to the basket. Phelps regathers himself. Muscles his way for 2.
Their own version of a 5-0 run. Mighty Sports making sure that even with the 2-point lead, they just hold on to their composure.
Mighty Sports go for gold again, switching on defense. Lin taking on Phelps off the dribble. Black. Oh, the fake, the shot, and a finish. Lin Ting-Chien.
That's a beauty of a move. Making sure that's a fly. How do you call that? Fly away move or something? Aaron Black was just out of the defense all of a sudden at the time.
Wickman finding Phelps on the roll. Phelps all the way, misses. The tip, the fight. Recovery by Gray. That's the effort you want to see from Mighty Sports go for gold. Inside Phelps. Spinning baseline. Carving space. And they say basket is good.
Lucky break for Mighty Sports. That could have been a travel right there from Eugene Phelps.
Ooh, some magic coming from Lin Ting-Chien. Aaron Black, now you see me, now you don't.
Okay, I got it. It's a fly-by move.
When you fly by, it's goodbye. As they get the fadeaway.
Eugene Phelps, again from the free throw line, making it this time. Some cushion for Team Philippines. 67-59. But why am I looking for Joseph Yo?
Well, because he was waxing hot, Coach AG. Lin driving. Back it in, bothered by the long arms of Roosevelt Adams. Lindsey Moore will take it into Mighty Sports attack zone. Moore. Strong drive to the basket. There was a whistle before that.
So that would mean 2 free throws. That's the act of shooting for Mackenzie Moore.
Take a look at this play again. Big Matt, Mackenzie Moore. It's a mismatch playing that 4 spot against the power forwards of Chinese Taipei Blue.
Time is no longer on the side of this very young Chinese Taipei team. Of course, the only thing that's in their mind, even if Mighty Sports brings home the gold, is for them to be able to beat the eventual champions.
Back to a 10-point lead. Mighty Sports go for gold, Philippines. 6:40 remaining here in the fourth. And look at that, the pressing defense now of Mighty Sports go for gold, causing cracks in the ball handling of Chinese Taipei Blue.
Of course, we just saw Dominic Uy in the background. There's Dom.
Possibly doing some commentary on his own.
Not talking to any one of us. 69-59, holding on is Mighty Sports. But look at this, this would be 2 free throws. So there's Joseph Yo, he scored in double digits. What a great run for Joseph in the second quarter.
The Xavier School Stallions legend. And Joseph Yo instrumental in Mighty Sports Go for Gold's second quarter run.
Of course, you talked about Xavier School. Such a great sports and a proud program as well. Of course, we have so many of them from graduates who's playing in the pros from Xavier. Special mention, Joseph Yo, Chris Tew, Charles Tew.
Back outside. Chen wants it. Finds Wu, Ying Chun, who's scored in some great drives in this game. Picking up his dribble. Outside Lin Kuan Yun. Lin finding a friend. Pull-up jumper missed by Cho. Another offensive rebound. Jumper short. Phelps secures it.
They were executing. There were a lot of passes. That was an open shot, though he missed on that one. This is, I think that's traveling. That's going to be a good call. Pull a chair defense. That's why he changed his footing right there. Eugene Phelps. Still a 8-point lead for Mighty Sports.
69-61. 5:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Passing for the Blue Boys. No. Offensive rebound. Put back. No. Battle for the loose ball. Won by Adams. Look at that. The edge. Especially the offensive rebound. Phelps underneath for 2.
That was just a lot of power. Good execution. They knew that they have to go to Eugene Phelps underneath. No one's going to stop Eugene at this point.
71-61. Lead with Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines. Wu outside. Extra pass. Chen, 3, no. Again, they want to slow down, attack at the half court. Phelps splitting. Good score. Ball bounces to Adams. Moore thought about a 3. No. That's a higher percentage look. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Well, that time, that's a pure letdown in defense. They bit on the first fake, and that gave Moore that opportunity to attack the baseline and go for that big slam.
Up high, down hard. Timeout brought to you by Go for Gold. Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines looking good here in the fourth quarter as they have the lead against the young Chinese Taipei blue team.
Angelo, warm up.
Again, this is the 41st staging of the William Jones Cup. It started in 1977. And who is William Jones? He was the former FIBA. Before there was no FIBA yet, actually. So he's like a Patrick Bowman, and he really did a lot of things for world basketball, James.
Almost like a history lesson.
Other side, Matt.
73-61 with under 4 minutes remaining down the fourth. Counter steal. So goes all the way, puts it in, puts the foul.
Definitely, that's a good call because of that rich in from Jason Brickman. Again, look at this. Nice anticipation coming from Chinese Taipei. And of course, the continuation. And one bonus free throw. So game is not yet over. They still have their plan of making life hard for the Team Philippines.
Yeah, with 3:45, there's still a lot of time. Look at that, an offensive rebound. Just the effort. Ball drive to the basket. No. Rebound secured. Woo, step back. Yes!
3 and 20, 3-possession ball game. What do you think? It's not yet over.
Not by a long shot.
延误比赛第一次口头警告，下次再犯技术犯规。
73-65.
防守。
Off for Brickman. Screen set by Phelps. Phelps again, throws it down.
Just too much power. Nobody's going to stop him. That's a good play. Brickman will go to Eugene Phelps anytime, any day.
75-65. Woo, oh! Breaking ankles and breaking hearts.
2 and 48, again, 8-point lead. Their defense is not working. I'm sure Coach Charles will really say something about the kind of defense that we showed, meaning Mighty Sports showed here in this ball game.
Mac wants this, no. It's to the Brickman. Jason kicks outside Yo. 5 left to shoot. Finding Brickman. Oh, look at that sweet dish for an inside finish.
Just get Eugene. Eugene and Jason.
Inside pass, Pollard. Three-pointer. Ball bouncing back to Chinese Taipei blue.
第四节最后2分钟 ，last 2 minutes。
14-8 in terms of offensive rebound advantage for Chinese Taipei blue.
Go, Joe. Got it.
Of course, this is a good decision because time is now on the side of Team Mighty Sports. They can milk this clock, still 10 seconds, and go for high percentage shots like this.
Too big, too strong, 2 points. 79-67. There's a timeout brought to you by Go for Gold.
Mikey, Joseph, Mac, H, staggered for Joseph, pass, Angelo, this is you. One more staggered for you. The ball, attack. Drive and stroke. Get him a pass. If not, you want to play pick and roll, play pick and roll. Let's finish this game strong, huh?
And Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines looking strong heading to the finish line as they have a big lead here in the fourth quarter.
Look at this crowd. They haven't left. A lot of Filipinos in the venue. A lot of locals also enjoying this ball game. I hope this William Jones Cup will continue on for a very, very long time. Somebody's asking me if it's done only in Taiwan. Yes, it's only done in that side of this world.
Well, how about it? Maybe the next Jones Cup we can drop by, shop a little bit, food trip a little bit, enjoy the games a little bit.
Well,
I'll go where you go,
Yeah.
Coach AG.
that's always part of the plan.
As long as you're there, Coach AG, I will follow you.
You know, for a while we were there and we were paid, and if we plan of going there, now we have to pay.
At
So
least
that's
you get to enjoy.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Slight difference. Joseph Yo, pick up where he left off. Approaching just a minute remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mighty Sports go for gold. Philippines looking good. The Chinese Taipei Blue gave them a scare. Oh, lucky bounce. And the pull-up jumper inside. Put back is good for Tseng. Still fighting hard.
31 offensive rebounds for this team. If you talk about tenacity, of not giving up, of just wanting to prove something, it's just that they lack the experience of being able to win this one. They haven't stopped playing. And of course, the crowd here in this venue are just really enjoying how this very young team is playing against a very powerful Mighty Sports team.
Wong Chuk King puts it up. And we'll shoot free throws. Angelo Wong Chuk King. Pushing the foul off of Woo Young Chun. First. Two for two for Angelo Wong Chuk King. 81-69. If Chinese Taipei Blue won the third, the fourth belonged to Mighty Sports Go for Gold, Coach Allen.
Well, we know that there's going to be a sweep for Team Philippines, and we have to congratulate this team. 20 seconds remaining. I don't think Mighty Sports will still have to take any shots. But, you know, our hats off to this very young Chinese Taipei team. And, of course, for Team Philippines for bagging this 41st staging of this William Jones Cup. Congratulations to Team Mighty Sports.
And Mighty Sports Go for Gold Philippines. Mission accomplished. They take home the gold in the 41st William Jones Cup from Taiwan. Big ups to the boys.
What a day for Philippine sports. Getting the gold. What a sweep. William Jones Cup. And of course, the big win of Senator Manny Pacquiao this evening.
They did not have Ronaldo Bachman, Zach Graham, but hey, the boys in uniform did their best and did the job. Congratulations to the champions on the 31st William Jones Cup. It is Mighty Sports Go for Gold Team Philippines. Waving the flag and carrying it proud. And that does it for us. For the incomparable Coach Alan Gregorio, my name is James Velasquez. We'll see you next time. This has been the 41st William Jones Cup from the Sichuan Gymnasium in Taiwan.